So, okay. I'm reporting not this time about a video, but about personal experience. Now, some may say, well, how can this be objective? I don't know. Sometimes reporting is hard to be objective. Y'all already hear the frustration in my voice, the annoyance in my voice. I have thick skin, I do. And of course this is anime and manga community war. Just come at me, bro. Hey. I'm not taking sides, but I'm almost forced to take a side because of what one side does to another side. This is nothing new, but it gets old, man. It gets old, and I know each situation is new. And for some, this may seem like I'm rambling, but I'm really not. It gets really annoying when people don't know what they're talking about, and then they start this ranting nonsense. I've dealt with that 2 situations today, and it wasn't even totally directed towards. One of them dealt, of course, in a video with the King of Lightning and Forever World Beef, but another one dealt with on a video which I will be doing my own video about. The question is Goku a bad father or not? And it's like when people don't have a point to make, and this isn't just even related. This seeps in from other nonsense you will experience a lot of times on social media. I'm not saying if you're saying some stupid stuff and blah blah blah. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're presenting logical thought, logical, rational thought, and you present your position, and the other person believes their position is the gospel truth, I guarantee you this has happened to pretty much every single one of y'all that are my subscribers especially. They think their position is the gospel truth. They think their opinion is right on, even though they give no evidence to, their opinion is not even a viewpoint. It's not valid. I don't care what anybody says. It's not valid. It's not validated. Show me some evidence, or at least give me a logical progression. No, I can't do that. No logic, reason, facts, and evidence. No, we can't do this. You just have to accept it. If you don't accept my position, eventually I'm just going to go down and just going to start trying to slander you. In this case, it becomes libel because it's written. But it's more or less slander because, it's not more in print, I guess you could say, so it wouldn't be libel technically. And for those who don't know, go check out those terms, okay? You can Google those. So, what happens is, it gets old, man. It wears on you mentally, and it's like, why? You're not trolling, not even trolling. You're just being disrespectful and rude, and that's supposed to somehow make your point right. Being disrespectful. How is somebody supposed to listen to you? You can't come to this with a mature position. No. God forbid you actually come to this with maturity. It goes back to everything I've been saying for the last few days and last things I've been reporting for. People, once again, this war isn't simply about a beef. This war is about ideological differences. It's the in-depth reviews versus non-in-depth reviews. The short non-in-depth reviews versus the in-depth reviews. Whether they be 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. But in an extension, it's whether we're going to deal with logical and rational thought, or we're just going to deal with fanboyism and over-opinionated statements that have no validity to back them. All of this correlates. And for y'all who don't want to get involved in this war, I understand that. Not everybody wants to get involved. But you have to, we're going to be forced to take a side sooner or later. Or else you don't participate in the community. And I'm not even trying to say whether you should or I want people to, especially if you can think critically, you can think analytically. Whether I agree with you or not is pointless. There are dudes in my sub that we offer more things. You know who you are, but we're able to have a mature, logical discussion. We battled, but it doesn't matter because we're able to have a what? Mature, logical discussion. At times it's an actual debate. At times. Dudes who converse with me know what I'm about. Logic, reason, facts, evidence. They know I know what I'm talking about. But I'm questioning my knowledge. And then I had to do say, oh, I'm not questioning your knowledge of fiction because I call him out. He would say, well, you want me to kill myself? I push it to the extreme. To get this dude to get back to reality because he was so far off that somewhere. So up in his head, call me, dudes want to try to call me arrogant, try to call me, or maybe egotistical, not in this discussion, there's a different discussion. The dudes try to want to call me all these things, but the fact is, I'm here willing to discuss, and you're not presenting any position to discuss about. Hello? What you're attacking isn't even relevant to, a lot of cases, to the situation at hand. You're not being coherent in your positions. And if you do, you're lacking, even if you have some coherent point, you're lacking knowledge, you're lacking data, you're lacking a specific, necessary, incremental focal point to what you're trying to say. The theme and what you're hitting on is shallow. It's not fundamental. It doesn't go in deep. So that's what I'm doing. This is just some nonsense that I'm catching trap in you could say defensive game. I'm not even necessarily defending all what King Lang did. Some of what I thought he did was funny, but you know, okay, it's a bit immature. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-freaking-doo. I could care less. Because once again, I'm not taking sides. But I have said Fineville was wrong. I haven't said whether King Lightning was right or wrong, even though I appreciate a lot of what he said. Fineville was wrong, not because Fineville was wrong in himself, not because it's because his attack was irrelevant. The whole thing about liking Naruto was irrelevant. Nobody cares. As I continue to say, no one gives a damn. They don't. It's not. We're about critical analysis. That's the whole issue, the whole topic, the whole subject of debate or of conversation, to say the least. But no. This is why we're at war. This is why people are at war. Because people refuse, or I wouldn't say they're incapable, they're ignorant of logical thought. Because once again, look, I'm not holding my peers as reviewers. We need to be held to a higher standard. Just like the quality of the things we read and watch needs to be a higher quality. If it's BS, call it the BS. It doesn't mean you have to even discern the series, but you got to call it what it is. And we might have different views on what that, we hash that out. But most can generally agree when something's big. When something's a plot hole, call it what it is. Wait till the author, the mangaka, feels and seems and no. If it's a plot hole, it's a plot hole. If it's bad writing, it's bad writing. If it's poor execution, it's poor execution. If it's lack of character development, that's what it is. If it's lack of characterization, if it's bad characterization, if it's no characterization, that's what it is. If the plot sucks, that's what it is. If the characters are mediocre at best, that's what it is. And then present your positions afterwards. I'm not even going to talk about some of the other poor techniques used or bad techniques invented, whatever. But the fact that if there's no logic in the series, that's what it is. Like, can we be real with ourselves? Can we keep this 1,000? Can we keep it 100? And for those, because of one dude in specific, I talked to there, he said he came back and he, doesn't understand. And I understand his position. He's not a reviewer and all this. I said, I'm too invested in this. Okay. For those who don't know, I've adopted the role, more or less, not the assassin style, but a reporter. And I'm reporting over what's going on. Because I've been in the community for 2.5 years. I've been, putting up videos for like a year and a half. And I've been doing anime and manga related videos for over a year now. Or so. Hold on, I've been doing videos as yeah, something along those lines. But anyways. Unexpected one, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on the subject at hand, and sorry if this was more personal, but you know, I extended it to beyond myself, because it is really beyond myself at this point, because I know other people face the same frustrations that I do, so it is what it is. Till next time, have a beautiful day, beautiful night, peace.